And we are live. And if you're watching on YouTube, you're on tape. Anyways, since our last broadcast of our 2-0 win, I played 2 games on Vita. We had a disappointing 7-3 loss. Cole Hamels failed to do well pitching again. And I couldn't score any runs and stuff and everything to save my life. And the last game we played was a huge 9-8 victory in extra innings. That game was crazy. Finally had a game where I had my closer in there, and he had an 8-6 lead, and he blew it in the 9th inning. And then we ended up getting it was like 7-5. I had a lead, and then it was like the 11th inning, and they took a like 8-7 lead. Actually, here we go. Here's the box score of the game. It was 12th inning, and they ended up scoring a run in the 12th, and then I came back and got a game-winning hit, and we won the game. In fact, I think we can. Yeah. I mean, the incredible thing is you're able to go back and you can actually see everything that happened. You can see Adam getting the blown save. You can see Lincoln pitching 2 1/3 inning, but unfortunately he doesn't get any credit for it. He did really well, but he gave up that run, and then I had to put it in the bullpen even further, and the pitchers are kind of worn out at this point. Let's see here. Is there any other? Yeah, there's really nothing more that it shows you. But anyway, so that was a good game. But here we are. We're at Sunday. After this game, we get a day off, so we can be really happy. It's going to be Peavy against Wheeler. Peavy's 5-2 at 2.40, and Wheeler, it was pretty close. He's got a good record and stuff, but we can beat him. I have a lot of tired guys, but I honestly don't care. We have the day off tomorrow. These guys can just, they can just live. I don't care that he needs rest. I need rest too, but you don't see me taking a day off. These guys have a day off tomorrow. If they're still tired and everything on Tuesday, I'd much rather have them be tired than this game, because this is a division leader. I need to make it up. I said before I wanted to win 3 or 4. We're 2-1 right now. I just need to have one more victory, and this weekend series is a success. So you see our stats are pretty similar. Dominating on our side is the home runs, but unfortunately our pitching has been horrendous. Dominating in strikeouts, but ERA is really subpar. So we got to work on that, but it's going to take time. Playing the game on several platforms has its disadvantages, because it just feels a little different, it looks a little different, and when you're dealing with a game that's based on time, it sometimes can be tricky.
A beautiful look there at the skyline of Philadelphia, PA. Should be a good one. Mets and Phillies next. From the city of brotherly love, MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. It's the first game in the month of June between the East-leading New York Mets and the Phillies. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, as we get set to finish off this 4-game set here today, let's check out what's happened so far.
Yeah, and as you can see from the final score, plenty of offense to go around in the ball game yesterday. The way this one's shaping up, you could be in for more of the same here.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Mets as Terry Collins sets his guys up like this. And their matchup matchup will be a tough one as they're set to face the former Cy Young Award winner, right-hander Jake Peavy.
And it's Peavy's first start since he got injured the other day. Hopefully you won't see any reoccurring injury.
Ruben Tejada will head for the box as we are just about ready to get things going today. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Grounded softly to the left side. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. Juan Lagares will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. And this ball will be chopped foul. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball one.
And you know, down there at third base, he absolutely wants another shot at a ground ball. Something to try and make up for that error.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. A runner at first with no outs here. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Runner holds it first with one away now, and with that, let's take a look at how the Phillies will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Lucas Duda will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Ball one. Runners on first with one down. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. Peavy set. Now the pitch. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Ike Davis will stand in now. 2 hits and 5 trips for him in yesterday's ball game. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. It's still on his mind.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Mets leave 1. It's the Mets 0. Phillies coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And now to the bottom of the first inning as the leadoff hitter is set to start things out. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul.
I think it was Curtis Granderson in the first game of the series for the Mets. He was running a fly ball in right field, and he got injured.
At the knees. Good spot.
He hasn't come back this series.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn
he might be
good
on
job.
the disabled list.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And this is swung on and foul tip straight back off the catcher's mask. And that cannot be a pleasant feeling. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. 1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Therefore, it is Young, and he's got it for the first out. With that, we'll take a look at our scouting report. You can see a 5-pitch repertoire, so mixing those pitches effectively will be a key as we move along. So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will stand in as one of the stars from yesterday's ball game as he had 3 hits in the victory. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. Lagares will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Chase Utley will stand in for the first time now, looking to keep that hot streak going as he's been hitting the ball well these past 6 ball games. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Yeah, you know, first time through, he likes to start guys off with a fastball. And it's a good one, too. You know, he'll run it up there in the mid-90s.
And this is fouled back and out of play. 2 out, nobody on. Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball 1. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Ryan Howard would be next. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now on 3-2, this ball's belted into right center, and they're not going to have a shot at this one. This could be extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, you know, it's never too late to get a first-inning rally started. This one's going to find the gap for 2 bases, so now at least you give your cleanup guy a shot to maybe drive in that first run of the game.
Ryan Howard will stride in now, back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And he'll reach to knock this ball down. And no play after that. So put runners at the corners now as that'll likely be ruled an infield single. Carlos Ruiz will stand in with runners at the corners now as he looks for a 3rd straight 2-out hit here in the inning to maybe get him a run after all. First pitch to him. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Line hard to the left side. Hooking just fouled by a matter of inches that time. Turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And this is low, but I don't think the runners will be able to move much here. And a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. Rolled foul off to the left, so they'll try it again. slow grounder to the left side. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. We played an inning.
That was a successful inning, despite not scoring. Whenever you can get 20-plus pitches from the opposing starter, that's what you want. You want him to use up his pitch count.
5, 6, and
The
7
more he uses his pitch count, the faster he's out of there.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
We've seen that same pitch be called a strike more than once.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Young waiting on the 1-1. And a good swing there by Young, but this is pulled a bit too much as it'll find the seats out of play. And he will keep it going on the mound. He struck out the side last time through. Now the streak hits 4 in a row. 1 away.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And standing in the second baseman, Omar Quintanilla. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And he's right on the fastball there as this is hit pretty well out towards deep left. Brown is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
And you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Travis d'Arnaud is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And this one's a bit higher as that's in there at the knees for the first strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. Fouled back. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And the inning is going to continue here as he races on an infield single.
I'd much rather have that.
Zach Lutz will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. And there's the good fastball from Peavy as Jake gets ahead here 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
The only bad part is he has to throw
Oh, he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
About around 30 pitches at this point with my pitcher.
Dominic Brown will stand in. A big power threat here to say the least. Currently 3rd in home runs in the National League. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And there is the full list of home run leaders we alluded to a moment ago. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And that'll get
Oh, wow,
down for a base hit.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cages, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
Marlon Byrd will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. Lined into left center. And he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, and that is 4 hits already here in the first 2 innings. Now, they need to work on breaking into that run column.
Cody Ashe will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Oh, and he's waiting on the fastball that time as he belts one high and deep to right center. And on the first pitch he sees, it's a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
Well, this is a pitch he'd love to have back. You can see where it is. Catching way too much of the plate. Now he's going to have to start this inning over from scratch, but with already 3 runs on the board.
Jake Peavy will take his first cut to the ball game here. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. Now a ball for Tejada. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's 1 away.
And now they have the lead. I really don't care extremely the pitch count.
Number 19 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at shortstop. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the 2nd out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the former MVP, shortstop Jimmy Rollins. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Strike 2.
Now 0-2, you got to be wary of that changeup. This is where he likes to throw it, and it doesn't always have to be a strike.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 3 runs already home here. Another 0-2 coming. 1-2 now to the former MVP.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Here's another 1-2. Now a swing, and oh boy, ground balls have ruled the inning. A third straight right here. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. Good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. But the Phillies use the long ball here, and they get 3 on this 3-run home run. We've played 2. Zach Wheeler will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Yeah, a tough situation here. He has the long inning on the mound, and he's got to turn right around and lead off the next half inning.
Tried to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2. And it looks like that'll put him into the hit column here, as this is into left field, a base hit.
That's
Leave it to the
typical.
pitcher to come up with their first hit. I think even he can't really believe it.
Ruben Tejada will dig in. He reached on an error his first time. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And this is swung on and bounced up the center of the diamond. Step on the bag for 1. Back to first, and Tejada hits into the double play.
This is a nice play up the middle. You can see this ball takes the shortstop right to the bag, so he'll just step on second, fire on to first for the double play.
Juan Lagares will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And this is on the ground toward the hole. Throw on to the big fella Howard at first, and with that, the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. They trail in this one 3-0. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, and Chase Utley getting set to start things out here in the Phillies half of the inning. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. That pitch count, as you see, already standing at 41.
And you don't need Eric or I to tell you about that. That's way too many this early.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. As well they should.
And a good swing there as this is deep down the line and right, but this is going to wind up out of play. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
Don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And that's what I'd call an intelligent at-bat. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls the strike zone. He got himself a leadoff walk.
Ryan Howard will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
And a big swing here as he gives it a pretty good ride out to deep center field. And the route is on now. It's a... It's a two-run shot here for Ryan Howard. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Fightin' Phils have opened up a 5-0 lead.
Well, and now that's the second home run that he's allowed here in just 2+ innings of work. And no question, they've had his number here in the early going. And now they stretch the lead out even further.
Carlos Ruiz will take his cuts now. Now the first pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
Good center field. The Mets have started their bullpen.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop.
Just out of curiosity, just in case you're wondering, pretty much tell who's warming up. Let's see here. He is warming up.
And a good pitch, but no offer from Ruiz. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
In the air to right center.
You missed that.
Therefore, it is Duda, and he's got it 1 away. Happy to have you along here on the show on a fine Sunday afternoon as you take a look at our upcoming schedule for the week to come.
I'm sure a lot of people are sick of seeing Citizens Bank Park from my channel.
Dominic Brown will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Now a swing and a ground ball back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average, it'll climb a few more points.
Marlon Byrd will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Check on Brown, and now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. And right there for it is Young for route number 2.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. The guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Fouled straight back. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
Yeah, same pitch, same result, and he's late on it again.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will land foul. A runner on first with 2 away. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. But the fighting strike for a pair. Lucas Duda will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. Now a big swing as this is popped up, and I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. Howard is under it to put it away, and it's a quick 1 pitch out to begin the 4th. Now the first pitch. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Fouled back. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
A few groans from the faithful here. They wanted strike 3.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. On to first, and Peavy sets down the first 2 easily here.
Well, this is just a nice play right here, ranging up the middle. You can see that he doesn't try to rush things here. He just gathers it, steadies himself just for a brief second to square himself up, and then makes a good throw on target to get his man.
Chris Young will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Number 19 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Jake Peavy will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Now a curveball to start him out, but an easy take. It's ball 1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. Boy, sure taking his sweet time down there at the plate. He'll step out yet again.
Yeah, see it shows gi and everything in there.
A little bit outside. 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first by Quintanilla, and there's out numero 1.
Now batting, number 19.
Number 19 will stride to the plate. He's 0 for 2 thus far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And this is swung on, and it'll be another chance out there at second. Throw on to Davis at first, and there's out number 2. 2 gone, and Jimmy Rollins will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. And this is going to be a foul ball. 5 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors so far on the Philadelphia line score. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
It's just so hard to lay off that slow changeup. He just did break that swing off in time.
Now a swing and a ball hit high in the air into shallow left center. Young is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Omar Quintanilla will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Right back with another fastball. It's 0-2 now. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
And the one thing this guy will do, he won't give away at-bats. He may not be the most talented guy on the field, but he'll grind you up there.
Base hit. Travis d'Arnaud will dig in. He reached on an error his first time. And here's a fastball called for strike one. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. And this one gets past Howard down the line. It's a fair ball. Zach Lutz will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 5-1 ball game. Daniel Murphy will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 28, Daniel Murphy.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
Misses, ball 2. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound.
Oh,
he airmails that one right over his head. And he'll reach first safely.
Well, this play is an absolute mess from the get-go. He somehow decides that his best shot to get an out is at third base. And I think that caught the third baseman a little bit off guard as this thing gets thrown away.
Ruben Tejada will step in now. 0 for 2 to this point. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Another fastball. Another cold strike. 0-2 now. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. Brown will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Juan Lagares will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Lucas Duda, see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home here in the inning so far. Fastball in there for a called strike. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So Dylan G is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Chase Utley will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Now a fastball, and he might have gotten under it just a bit as this is out toward deep right field. Duda is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. So 1 gone in the inning as now Ryan Howard will hit with the bases empty. Now here's a hard hit ball caught out there at second base, and the shift works out perfectly. 2 away now.
As a manager, love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, There isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
Now a fastball swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And a scaling attempt at the wall, but it'll be in vain because this ball is gone.
Yeah, one of those
A
runs
solo
right back.
shot for Carlos Ruiz. 8th home run on the season for him as they open it up to 6-2 now. Dominic Brown will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Here's the first offering. Here's a swing by Brown as he sends a ground ball out to second base. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Phillies get a run. Ike Davis will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he'll take strike 3 call. Make it 3 straight punch-outs now on the mound. 1 away.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
1 away now for the Mets in the 6th. And that'll bring in the center fielder, Chris Young. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. This for Utley at second. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Omar Quintanilla will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. And that misses for ball 1. Two and 0 now. And that's over. 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. Travis d'Arnaud will dig in. 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul.
Now flip another guy. Oh.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. PV set. Now the pitch. Here's a called strike on the curveball. 1-2.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Mets leave 1. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Marlon Byrd will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
Right fielder, Marlon Byrd.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Fouled back. And they tie him up in proverbial knots there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Cody Ashe will stand in as we'll flash you back to the 2nd inning as you get a look at this key 3-run home run. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Therefore it is Quintanilla on to first, and there are 2 down. Jake Peavy will stand in now, and given the big cushion he has to work with on the other side of the scorecard, he'll go ahead and hit for himself here in inning number 6. Hit hard to short, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
about that swing? That wasn't just a little bleeder off the end of his bat. He swung that bat like he knew what he was doing up there.
Number 19 will step in. A ground out victim as last time. Fastball, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that will clear the out-of-town scoreboard for a home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, as it's now a six-run ball game.
He's got to be out there on the mound saying, what on earth just happened? He was cruising along. He got the first 2 outs, then on 2 pitches, single, home run. I tell you, you can't let your guard down for 1 second out there, or you're going to get burned.
Jimmy Rollins will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. And boy, the Phils just keep right on rolling as this will be extra bases again. And he continues to hit the ball well as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now. Chase Utley will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now his swing as he shoots this one over to first. On to first with it himself is Davis, and the inning is over. Another good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly love is in abundance now. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Swinging a hot shot down the line, and a perfect start to the 7th as this should be extra bases. And now this will make it down to the 334 sign, and he is into second base with a leadoff double. Eric Young Jr. will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 22, Eric Young Jr.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Swing, and he pops him up behind the bag at second. And this is taken out there by Rollins for the first out.
That's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of...
And meanwhile, this pitch gets away from him. And this is in the dirt, but Ruiz able to block it nicely. In there, and it's even at 1. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Fastball swung on and hit on the ground at third. And a throw over to Howard, and that's the second out. Juan Lagares will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. And the fastball here is hit on the ground, but foul. Now a fastball popped high in the air over toward the right side of the infield. Howard is there, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1. Still 8-2. Carlos Torres will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. and this is fouled back and out of play. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
You got to make sure if you come inside, you come way inside. You leave it out a bit, he's liable to hit that thing in the second deck.
Up high, 2-1 now. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side.
Well, that shift can be a gamble sometimes. They're playing straight up. This is probably an out, but since they're shifted well over to right field, it's fine to see.
Carlos Ruiz will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. And this is going to be a foul ball. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. Dominic Brown will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. Too high, 1-0.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Good cut fastball in there, 1-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Close to the bag at second there, now the pitch. Good riding action to that thing, and it's ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
And this one's in the dirt. Throw to third. And now they've got him caught in a rundown. Now they tag him out between second and third, and it's a double play. Marlon Byrd will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time.
Right fielder, Marlon Byrd.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And that will conclude matters here in the... Lucas Duda will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And the 8th inning begins with a flyout, quickly 1 away. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Ike Davis will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. They can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. Chris Young will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And a swing and a miss by Young, as he's prone to do, and he falls behind here 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Setting on the mound for Jake Peavy. His club leads it big. Kobayashi will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Oh, just a great swing right there. This is a cut fastball, which it'll work back toward a left-handed hitter. He just squares this ball up and rips it into right field.
Squaring around now is Peavy, and he gets this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Well, he's already doing the job on the mound, and now here, he helps himself out with the bat, too. Nice job here to get that ball down and move the runner along into scoring position for the top of the lineup to come up and drive him in.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. 8 runs, 14 hits, and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. On deck, there's Jimmy Rollins. Swinging a hard liner to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Jimmy Rollins will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And Rollins will lay off here, and he's worked the count back to 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw won't get him at first, an infield single, and it's 1st and 3rd now.
When things are going well, these are the little things that just seem to start going your way. Nothing too amazing here, but this winds up an infield single, and the breaks just keep going their way.
Chase Utley will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. First pitch coming. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. The pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Kyle Farnsworth will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Ryan Howard will be his first assignment as he steps in with 2 men in scoring position now, but also 2 away. And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And the route is on now. It's a home run. Ryan Howard unloads on a 3-run homer. His second of the game as this lead got even wider.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? One pitch and see you later. I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
Carlos Ruiz will stand in. He homered back in the 5th inning of this one. And here's the first pitch. Now this ball's hit deep to left field. And make it back-to-back jacks here as that too is gone. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
As a pitcher, and especially as a relief pitcher, you got to have a short memory out there. Here, he gets burned again on back-to-back home runs. Not really what you want to do when you're coming out of the pen.
Dominic Brown will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. First pitch on the way. Now a ball hit to center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone. A solo home run for Dominic Brown. Home run number 15 for him thus far as the blowout continues.
Oh, and what's got to be running through that pitcher's mind right now? He already served up back-to-back home runs. You know he's feeling lousy. Then he throws one pitch to the third guy, and it gets hammered. I tell you, they're just jumping all over him right now.
Marlon Byrd will stand in. He popped out in his last time. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And, oh, you talk about getting a pitcher's call. There's one there, and it's 0-2. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
On the ground for Tejada. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally... Omar Quintanilla will start it off here in their half of the ninth, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike one.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And you know he wants this complete game, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if a walk right here might be the end of the line.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. No walks so far. Here's the 3-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. And this is going to be a foul ball. And a fastball that's lifted the other way out to left. And not the start they were hoping for, as the leadoff man is kept off base to start the ninth. A reminder, while we have a chance, we'll have post-game highlights from Philadelphia immediately following the conclusion of the game. Travis d'Arnaud will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's the swing and a chance for Howard over at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Zach Lutz will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And good late movement there from Peavy on the fastball. It's 0-1. Sliced down the line at first. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started, as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And the big bat for the Phillies this afternoon belonged to this fella, Ryan Howard. What a performance he turned in. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring position. Finished with 5.
So, anyway, this is David B69 wishing you a good night. And we'll be back tomorrow with a new series against the Washington Nationals. Until then, good night.